Hey folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Monday, February 29th, 2016. Well, folks, markets are slightly positive today. Notice the volume very quiet today, only 47 million traded, and it is around 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Why is the volume light? Well, usually after a weekend you'll get a little bit on the lighter side unless there's some news over the weekend, which there wasn't. In addition, tomorrow is Super Tuesday, so you would think that generally the markets are kind of in a wait-and-see mentality until we get more information about the potential leaders in the presidential race. Also, oil today is positive, but it's not a big move. It's not a breakout move on oil. It's not a breakdown move on oil. It's just kind of sitting higher today, which is a good thing, and that's why the markets are up, but it's not ripping higher, which would be taking this market up as well. Okay, so again, I also think you have a market that is trying to consolidate above a breakout area. I want to talk a little bit about that today. Number one, see this level right here at 195? All right, I want to show you this, guys. If you zoom out, here was your pivot high right here and here. And if you go back even further, let me just see if I can go to the 60-minute chart here. Take a look at this. So you have this pivot right here, which is right in that same vicinity. And this was going back to kind of late January, early February. So this pivot with these hits right here, this is a humongous level. So what happened was we got above it on essentially Thursday. We gapped up Friday and we retraced into that level. So that is now support, right? Very obvious to the eye. As it retraces into it, now we've bounced off. Basically what I'm telling you right here, based on the PPT methodology at InTheMoneyStocks.com, what you need to have happen here is confirmation. Until you get confirmation, this market is vulnerable and will probably sit here, chop around, maybe even come in just a little bit. All right, what is confirmation? Well, I can't tell you the true secrets about it, but bottom line is when you confirm a break above this 195 area right here, this pivot high going back all the way here, when you confirm above that, and you haven't confirmed yet, that's when this market will continue to rip higher with a target of 200. I repeat, 200 on the SPY. So you got really another 4 points, 4.5 points upside on the SPY once you confirm. That's going to be your signal that it is a long trade. And again, the charts are so beautiful here. I hope everyone appreciates how beautiful these charts are. Because again, notice how you have this pivot top right here, hammering. Couldn't break out, falls down. Comes up here, hammers right here, finally breaks out. When you break out of a level, what's going to happen oftentimes is you're going to retrace into that same level, which is now support. Remember, this was resistance, and it couldn't break through, right? Resistance is something that when you hammer into it, it's hard to break through. So hammering into resistance here, broke out, resistance becomes support on the way back down, and you can see it work here, and then today multiple times before it floated up. We're now coming in a little bit more as we see this here as well, and it'd be interesting to see if we come down and retest this level. Now again, many of you are probably saying to yourselves, oh, well, doesn't this mean we've broken out? No, it's a fake breakout right now, which can be turned into a real breakout if we confirm. If we confirm, then it's off to the races. But as long as you're staying just above without confirmation, this market, I repeat, is very vulnerable to a little bit of weakness. Now, ultimately, I do think it confirms, and I think it heads up, but in the very short term, we could easily come back in, go a little bit lower first before we break to the upside. Okay? So again, really important to understand this, folks, and this is literally decades of research that have come up with things like the PPT methodology, price pattern and time, which involves time count, cycle work, confirmation signal, three-tail theory, these proprietary signals that we've developed that have an unbelievable ability to predict the market's move, and that's how we have track records like we do. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. And just to give you a quick sense of the track record, here's our website, right, guys? And to see the track record, here's Investor Trade Alerts under Research Center right there. Just go to the Research Center page, scroll down. First of all, there's a free trial there, 7 days. But if you go here, you have the track record button, click it, and here's our track record just in 2016, folks. And I'm proud of this, to be honest. I mean, this is year in, year out. We've been doing this. You can see every past year going all the way back to 2012 since we had a third party tracking this. And just absolutely amazing, right? 2016, look at that net return. Almost 200%. Almost 200%. I mean, that's amazing. Look at all the trades so far this year. I mean, one loser down here so far. We'll have more, obviously, throughout the course of the year. I mean, we're not perfect by any stretch, but it's net net. Look at all the winners that you're getting. Imagine if you every 10 trades only had one loser. I mean, you could make so much money in this market, and that's what we do here for our members. We help them make a lot of money. And again, 192, almost 93%, basically January and February of this month, since today's the last day, and that is what it's all about. So come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Don't forget, Research Center right there under Investor Trade Alert, 7-day free trial. You get everything listed here included in that. It is a pretty sweet deal with great money potential. Take care.